our part 2 installment of behind the scenes of some of the automation techniques. I am using a different recording tool this evening, which has that added benefit of recording when I zoom in, which is probably something that I should have used last evening. But nonetheless, I have that ability to zoom in now, so I can show you some of the settings and stuff. I'm going to try and keep these brief, 5 to 10 minutes, like I thought I was going to do yesterday, but when you get so excited, the time keeps on ticking. So if you will, I'm going to briefly go over this script from last night. And again, this is a scroll.py Python script. And as you can see here, this is what I was using for capturing the top portion of, for recording the intentionalist or the Divine Mercy Chaplet intentions as I receive updates, okay? I'm not going to rehash that because that's in my first video. What I do want to focus on is this script over here, of course. And this is, again, an AppleScript editor. So, as you can tell here, there is a way of opening up Safari or a web browser and setting the URL to a specific URL. And again, this can be a game changer or a time saver, if you will, because it'll take you directly to that URL that you want to go. Now, again, sometimes, people are happy enough to hit a bookmark or whatever, but if I'm opening up multiple applications all at once, the last thing I want to do is click on something else. And so this particular script that I have here, this AppleScript, only opens up on certain days. I'm not going to get into how I do that here right now, but I'm just showing you that it is possible to write a script using this script editor, using AppleScript language, to open up your browser and to have it automatically go to a specific page. You could just as simply, default your browser to a specific home page, but I don't want to do that. So the next best thing is to use a script similar to this. And as you can tell, once I run this, you will see not only will it open Safari, but it'll automatically jump to this EWTN page that I use on specific days of the week. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see me once again. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the play button on this. And what we'll see is just that. You see, it opened up to our active spiritual communion prayer. Basically, I scroll down a little bit to just show that part whenever we go over that each evening. But that is their content and that is their page, of course. And so, it's in the public domain. So, and it has fair use because that allows people to, notice that page and pray at any given time. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that out there. You'd have to pay for it or whatever. So there you have it. That's another one of the techniques that I use. Whenever I go live, I just dock this down here and put it down below here. And then when I'm ready to pull it up on the screen, that's kind of what I do. Is I think what I can do is show you how I do that, if you will. So I'm going to zoom in here. And so now you can see I'm in OBS. And man, I like this zooming in a lot better. Although it does jump around here. So I'm going to scroll down to, for example, the Divine Mercy Chaplet. And when I go live, I get rid of this cloud background here. And how this works under sources is there are many layers that you can add, and that's what these all are layers. And so if I hit the eye icon, hey, I'm live. See, there I am. So, and of course, I would have my slides over on the left here, but what I wanted to show is I have Safari. So then once I hit the Safari icon, boom, there comes the active spiritual communion prayer. And then one of the things that I have noticed is that whenever if it's been up there for a while, check this out. And this is a feature. I'll bring this up here. And that's why sometimes you see it jump there. I have the ability to, do Command Q, which is quit. It'll close the application. Now, in this case, it went away up above. But in most cases, it'll stay up here in OBS. And then I hit this eye icon here, and then it goes away, right? So that's what I wanted to show you tonight, is that there are many tactics and automation tools that can be used. I'm going to slide back on over to this Safari script here. So, again, I ended up breaking these up into individuals because I have another script that calls these, okay? It looks at the day of the week, and if it's not that particular day of the week, guess what? It doesn't load this script, so Safari does not open up all the time. But just like I can tell Safari to open up and do things, I can tell application OBS to open and activate and all this stuff, and it will. So I don't use OBS that way. I manually open that one up myself. But one could create a script that would open up OBS and Safari, whatever, to a particular page. Now, again, hopefully this will help someone, and that's why I just wanted to share that. I noticed that when I went back and reviewed my program from last night, I did the Command Shift and 4, and it put like this bullseye thing. It tells you the location where these are. I'm not sure if it's being captured here or not. Hopefully it is, but that's another way of learning the XY coordinates from the upper left corner, right? So I just wanted to share that. I noticed it didn't come up when I was doing my recording last night. So with that, that's all I have for this particular segment of Behind the Scenes, segment 2. And we did a brief recap of my script from last evening. And there you have it. I think the next Behind the Scenes segment that I will do is, how do I set the YouTube page to basically set it for subscriber mode only. And there's no way you can default that setting unless maybe you make a thumbnail and set it. I mean, again, there's 1,000 ways of doing things. I'm not saying that mine's the only way. What really works is whatever works best for you when you're doing a setup like this. And so I'm going to keep it brief, and this on that note right here. I'm going to reset this back because I'm done showing that. And then I have a scene over here for LCR, Live Chat Review. That's the one that you all see whenever I finish up with the Live Chat Review. And what I'll do is I'll put on the Don't Forget button. I need to lock that down. But that's the scroll for Mr. Tapley's reminder for his Holy Daily Livestream Rosary right there. And so with that, I'm going to wrap this video up. So thanks so much for tuning in, and and watching this particular segment. Hopefully it helps you. And again, you don't have to use this for live streaming. You might think, man, I open up a bunch of tools and this could be helpful. It doesn't have to be for live streaming, although that's what I particularly use these tools for. All right, so I will catch you all